Well, we did my top favorite Christmas movies. Now it's time to do top favorite Christmas specials. Welcome, everybody. Today we're going to be doing my top 12 Christmas specials, and I'm doing 12 because of the 12 Days of Christmas, and because I couldn't decide. We're going to have 2 honorable mentions, then my top 12. I just want to say I think it's worth noting that for some of these, they're not technically Christmas specials, but episodes of things that are Christmas related that I really loved as a kid. So some of them might not be like a Rankin Bass special or something like that, but it will be something I did watch as a kid. So let's go. Honorable mention number 1, Jack Frost. This is definitely a classic, Rankin and Bass show, but since it's more about winter, not as much about Christmas, it's gonna make my honorable mentions list. But I do love it because Jack Frost is like one of my favorite characters. He's just so cool. And yes, that pun was intended, but seriously, he's like really cool. And every iteration I've seen, I just love Jack Frost. Honorable mention number 2, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. This is another Rankin and Bass I don't think a lot of people really know about, but it is very fun. It's about like the comparison between like a family and a family of mice that live in, I believe it's their clock, and about fixing this clock, and it's fun. Not a lot of people know about it, but it is one of our favorites. At number 12, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. This is a really fun one. This is all the Disney characters and kind of these 3 little skits about Christmas and kind of the heartwarming messages that we get to know both from Christmas and Disney. But it is very fun. There's a lot of really great moments, and again, just one that I watched as a kid, and we love Disney, so it definitely was going to be up there. Number 11, Frosty the Snowman. I know, Matt, what the fuck? Frosty's a number 11? Yes. I actually haven't seen it in a while. I do love Frosty, but it's not my favorite one. I don't know why. It might just be the characters. I don't know, but I do love it. And in terms of just watching it at Christmas time, and it's obviously one of the most iconic Christmas characters of all time. It's just, I probably haven't seen it in a while, and that's probably why it's a little bit lower. Still love Frosty. You gotta love Frosty. At number 10, Magic School Bus Christmas episode. Like I said, you're probably going to kill me for putting Magic School Bus Christmas episode in front of Frosty, but I loved it. Watched it as a kid. Watched all of Magic School Bus as a kid. But this one in particular, every year we watch it, and it just gives me that Christmas feeling again. But it is a really great one. Dolly Parton kind of guest voices in this one, and it's just really fun. It's cool because the Magic School Bus breaks apart, and it's all about recycling. Yeah, I know. What's more Christmassy than recycling? But they really do make a good episode, and it's really fun, and it's got a great ending, because why not? It's a Christmas show. Number 9, Mickey's A Christmas Carol. Now, this is different from the movie version, Disney's Christmas Carol. This is just all of Mickey and Goofy and Donald and Scrooge McDuck and Huey, Dewey, Louie, all of those characters in a version of Christmas Carol. And it's one of those, I think it was just like a one-off Disney special with all of the classic Disney characters, and it's just really fun. I love who they picked for each ghost for Christmas, present, past, future. Yeah, there's not much to say. It's a Christmas Carol. It's iconic. At number 8, Blue's Clues Christmas. It's not one that I'm like, yeah, classic Christmas, but Blue's Clues was my favorite show growing up, as a kid, like a toddler, hands down. And this one's really awesome because Steve has the green stripes, but in a turtleneck sweater, and you just feel bundled up, and they're looking for clues to figure out what is going to be on this quilt, and you get to see different holidays, and you get to match up different toys to owners, and it's really cool. It's actually a really great one for kids. And again, I'm a 23-year-old talking about Blue's Clues, but I don't care because I loved it, and I still do. Number 7, Prep and Landing. This one's really great. This is a kind of a newer one. It's a couple years old now, and they had a sequel come out. But Prep and Landing was a really great idea for a new kind of animated special where it's all these elves who it's like their mission to get everything ready for Santa in each house. and it's like all elves go to all these different houses. They like have a house assigned to them, and they have another partner assigned to them, and they like, they like go, get this thing ready, put the stockings up, like get all your technology out. It's a really cool idea, and the characters are great. We really loved it, and that's another one we watch on Christmas Eve, mostly because it actually takes place on Christmas Eve, and so it's a really appropriate one to watch then, and it's very fun. I really love the concept. It's just got like a great feel to it, and there is a sequel out now to it. If you haven't seen it, it's got the main character's brother, which is family drama. Number 6, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Now we're really getting into the classic specials, the Rankin Bass ones that are like older and they're like the claymation ones. Santa Claus is Coming to Town has got probably one of my favorite villains, the Winter Warlock. He's just really cool. Obviously, he turns out to be like a Dumbledore-looking guy, and he's like really soft and everything. But when he is like mad, and he can get like the trees to like snatch you up and everything. Really cool. And I love One Foot in Front of the Other, the musical number. And a lot of people say that I look like Kris Kringle when he had the beard. I don't see it. Number 5. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's a staple. I've said staple and classic and iconic and all of these same words throughout this video and the last, but what else can I say? I mean, it is. It's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I watched it actually again on the 1st of this month when it came on TV, and it just gets better every time I see it. It actually was better than I remembered it to be from last year. And the Abominable Snowman and Hermie is one of my favorite Christmas characters. I love him. I love the idea that they're going to be independent together. It's so great. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is like, you don't have a Christmas season without watching it or listening to the song. Number 4, A Year Without a Santa Claus. I think when a lot of people talk about the Rankin and Bass claymations, they talk about Rudolph and they talk about Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I don't think they talk about Year Without a Santa Claus as much. And if they do, it's because of 2 things. The Miser Brothers. Oh my god, the Miser Brothers are so awesome. The Snow Miser is so awesome. When I was younger, I was like enamored with the musical number when he would like do the spinning, and I would try to do it myself, and then I'd slip and fall and die a little inside. It's so great. My mom and my uncle actually call each other the Heat Miser and Snow Miser. I think he was the Snow Miser, she's the Heat Miser, and we actually even have a Heat Miser hat thing. Actually, hold on. Let me go get it. Here we go. Yeah, Year Without a Santa Claus is awesome. It's a really great concept, talking about Santa needing a break because he's sick. Like, that was just so interesting. Like, you never see something like that. Santa's always this kind of, I don't know, big guy who can do everything. But in this one, he needs a break. And funny enough, Rudolph, too. He's, like, really cynical and depressed. Number 3, Arthur's Perfect Christmas. Again, another one that's a kid's show that I watched. That this is just an episode special, but this and the other 2 that I'm going to mention are the first 3 that we watch every Christmas season. Arthur is a really great show for kids. Like, it really genuinely is. It's on forever. They're always in 4th grade. I don't know how that's possible, but they talk about a lot of different topics and concepts. They're talking about things like race and adoption and religion, and not all in this one episode, but in general. And this episode does talk about, different religions and how different people celebrate things, and do you have to celebrate it, and different things like that. And other than that, it's just like, it's got some really great moments that we love, personally in our family. Number 2, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. You can't have Christmas without the Grinch. It's one of those that, you put it on, you listen to the song by Boris Karloff. Also, we love the part where the Grinch is going back down to the Who's with all the gifts, because they're all standing, like, in the circle, and they had, like, a rush in animation or something, because, like, 3 of the Who's linked hand to hand, like, open up like a door and then close again. It's really funny. And number 1, you've definitely guessed it already, A Charlie Brown Christmas. The fact that Apple would try to take this away from us. I mean, it's one of those that, like, it always comes, like, all these specials come on, but it always comes on cable, so everybody can watch it. And it's just such Christmas cheer. It is probably one of the most classic, iconic staples of Christmas. If I'm going to use those three same words, it's going to be for this one. Because it's Charlie Brown. Christmas. Then the tree. Like the tree. Like the tree. The fact that Apple would try to take this from us and make people pay for it, especially this year. I mean, come on. No matter what holiday it is, Halloween, Thanksgiving, sometimes New Year's, and Easter, that's the first thing we watch. It's like not even a question of what we watch first. It's always the Charlie Brown special. And it's always been that way. And when I actually started to get into the real world and people were like, I don't really watch Charlie Brown, or yeah, I mean, those are good. I was floored. I was like, you don't watch it first? That's how ingrained it is into me to watch it. It's just wonderful. The Peanuts are just so, I don't want to say cheery because Charlie Brown's like depressed AF, but it's so much fun. I mean, Snoopy decorating his house and Sally wanting 10s and 20s for Christmas and Lucy wanting real estate and the whole Christmas play. Oh, the Christmas play. You want to talk about, look, I want to be a director, right? We're talking about musicals and plays and stuff. Look at this. See, I got my Charlie Brown as the director. I got his director's chair and director notes and his thing. What's it called? The thing. And my Charlie Brown Christmas book. I'm serious, guys. And then obviously Linus's speech at the end, saying everything that's in the Bible, and all the music. Vince Guaraldi's music is just so good. So those are all of my favorite Christmas specials. Let me know what yours are in the comments below. I know there's at least a few others that I probably didn't talk about. There's so many I couldn't decide already, but there's definitely a lot between Disney and Rankin Bass. There's a ton of Christmas specials out there. Look forward to my last review before Christmas, a review of White Christmas. And as always, keep your hopes high, your stress low, and Christmas cheer right in the middle. I'll see you guys later.